Yes.
Yep, good to go.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mumbai Speakers Toastmaster Club. My name is Shreyansh, and I am Zoom Master and Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I would like to begin by stating the mission of Toastmaster Club, which is to provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which results in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, I would like to mention three ground rules that we follow during a Toastmaster Club meeting. First, kindly switch off your phone and switch off your phone or put it in a silent mode. Second, refrain from talking about three taboo topics like political, religion, and sex. And third and last, please do not cross talk while in meeting. Now, since we are in an online environment, there are few instructions we need to follow. First, all the speaker and the role bearers are requested to prefix their role to their names if they have not already done so do it so that it's easier to identify them. Second, all the speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start the speech. I request speaker to also confirm if they can see timer cards before starting the speech. Don't interrupt while someone is speaking, and also please put yourself on mute when you are not speaking, and support the speaker with warm smiles and claps and personalized feedback. You can connect to me with me if there is any technical glitch. To officially start the meeting, I want to note that this meeting will be recorded and live streamed on YouTube. Today, we have a very interesting and innovative session lined up. So let's get started. It's my privilege and pleasure to welcome the president of the club and also presiding officer of today's meeting. She is hardworking and very supportive. Let us give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Misha. Over to you, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyan. That was very kind of you to introduce me so sweetly. You actually made my Sunday. That was a very beautiful start to a very nice, bright Sunday. Good morning, everybody. My name is Nisha D'Souza, and as a president, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on this Sunday for a Toastmasters meeting. I would like to appreciate all of you. I know I keep saying this, but I would like to repeat it that I appreciate everybody who has taken the effort to get up, get dressed, and join us for a Toastmasters meeting on a Sunday morning. Coming to the theme, I would not like to talk more about it because it is already there. And the only thing I would like to say is the Gmod is the best person to play the role like VP Ed. VP Ed Brijesh is the best role. Is the best person to play the role of Gmod today. Looking at the theme of the meeting because navigating through the Toastmasters website, our Toastmasters club is like a ship, and VP Ed is actually the navigator or the sailor who actually takes the ship through the waves of the speeches and the curriculum. So I personally feel that this is a very perfect theme for a perfect person, and I'm sure he will take us through the rest of the meeting, and you all will understand why do I, and you will resonate with me. Why do I say this when I say that VP Ed is the best person for the theme to portray the theme today? Moving on, we have a lot of guests today who have taken the efforts to join us. So now I would actually like to invite them. Let's begin with guest Arbaz. Hi, Arbaz.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, hi. Good morning, Arbaz.
Good morning, fellow
Welcome
Toastmasters,
to
fellow
Mumbai.
guests.
Welcome to Mumbai Speakers Club. So, are you a guest? Are you a Toastmaster? And how did you come to know about our club?
Actually, I am today joined as a guest. The journey began 1 year back when I had come across Toastmasters Club through web search, and I even attended one meeting, but that gave me chills so hard that I rushed straight into the washroom when I was told to unmute myself. And I ensured that I only come out after the entire session had ended. So that was the case with me. Today I have gathered my courage and thought that no, this is the time to give it a go and just try what Toastmasters is actually all about. And we just be a part of it and learn through experiences. And I hope fellow Toastmasters will make it possible to together make this dream a reality.
Nisha, you're on mute.
Thank you, Ashwin. Appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming all the way and joining us today. And you are at the right place at the right time. And I would like to add with the right people. And I hope you have a great meeting today. You will be learning a lot. And I hope forward to seeing you in the other meetings as well. Thank you so much. Moving on, we have guest Deepali. Deepali,
Hello, everyone.
hi, good morning, Deepali. Welcome
Good
to Mumbai
morning.
Speak.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Sorry.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah.
Hi, Deepali. Am I audible? Welcome. Good morning and welcome to Mumbai Speakers Club. So please tell me about yourself and how did you come to know about our club?
Okay. So yes, like most of the guests would have come here for the speaking anxiety, or they're not confident for public speaking. So hence, like I have been looking up for learning the public speaking skills, and hence, like after doing a lot of research and after going through a lot of websites, I thought that Toastmaster is a best platform, because here you get to practice, like there would be, like many other coaching available for public speaking, but there is a challenge where you will not be able to practice. And what I have understood is that the speaking skills can be only developed when you practice a lot, and I think this is the best platform where I'll be able to practice those skills.
Absolutely. This is the best platform for anybody to enhance their public speaking skills. And enhancing your skills is just one thing. There is a lot more that you learn when you join Toastmasters. It changes you as a person, you develop, you evolve as a person and become a better version of yourself. So, welcome to Mumbai Speakers Club. And I hope your Sunday morning is worth it. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you are there throughout the meeting. Have a great Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on, we have guest uh, Harshada. Hi, Harshada.
Hello, hi.
Good morning, Harshada. Welcome to Mumbai Speakers Club.
Thank you. Good morning.
So, would you like to tell us about yourself and how did you come to know about us?
Yes, sure. So I am a software developer, and how I come to know about this club. So my friend, one of my friends, like her name is Bhavna. So she gave me advice that you can join the club Toastmaster for my public speaking and to improve confidence into the public speaking. So that's why I come to know. You're not audible.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I hope you really enjoy yourself, and we have an education session as well. So I hope you take something as well. And I look forward to seeing you in our future meetings as well. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
We have um, Renita, guest Renita D'Souza.
Hi, am I audible?
Hi, Renita. Can I have the pleasure of seeing you if that's possible for you?
I am trying to switch on my video, but I'm not sure why it's not coming on.
Okay.
It's just not clicking. I don't know. Maybe
No
I have to log out and log in.
No problem. I appreciate you joining us on a Sunday morning. So, good morning and welcome to Mumbai Speakers Club. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about how you came to know about us?
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me here. And I'm just a curious spectator, really, because it's a friend of mine who's already a member of this club. It just kind of, encouraged me to just come in as a guest and, just to see and, how much I could, learn to basically communicate or improve my communication skills. So, which is why I'm here. I'm just curious, and I'm, wanting to learn more.
That's really great. That's really great, actually. mostly in English, there's a saying, curiosity kills the cat, but here the
Yeah.
cat becomes better.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that curiosity kills the cat, to be very honest, because it actually helps you understand a lot of things and enhances your knowledge. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great time.
Thank you.
Just
Thank
one
you so
thing,
much.
which friend is of yours is a member of our club?
I think it's Engelbert. I mean, it's
Oh,
my friend Engelbert, but he's a member of
okay,
your
okay.
club.
No, that's okay. No, no, no. He's our friend as well. It's just it's a the protocol that you have to say that members and Toastmasters, but trust me, this is one big happy family, and you would really have a lot of fun when you look at us, when you join us
Right,
for
right.
our meetings. You can take testimonials from anybody who is a part of this club. They all have good things to say. But
Yeah.
I hope you have a great time, and thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday morning. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Moving on, we have Milton. I don't consider him as a guest, to be very honest. He has been a regular guest in our meetings. Hi, Milton.
Hi, am I audible? Nisha, good morning.
Yes, yes. Good morning, Milton. Good to hear you. Can I see you if possible?
Okay. I'm still struggling.
Okay.
Very early for me by my standards.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Yes, 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 I can. Thank you so much, Milton, for joining us. And I really hope to see you giving your icebreaker speech and taking up roles, Milton. Seriously. Like, I do not address you as a guest anymore. It's really nice to see you coming for our meetings, attending our meetings. Would you
Hi,
like to say something? Hi, finally we get to see you. So would you please like to say something?
yes, so like Nisha said, she doesn't consider me a guest and I don't consider myself a guest anymore. I've been like testing waters for uh, 3 weeks now and I haven't made my decision yet. Like I was talking to Tanmay, this is way out of my schedule. I am a nocturnal creature, so waking up this early in the morning on a Sunday is not my cup of tea. But hopefully, if Misha, soon the I will have the TM word in front of my name and also give the icebreaker speech very soon, hopefully. So yeah,
You
thank
surely
you again for welcoming me.
Thank you so much, Milton, for joining us. To be very honest, I don't think a lot of us here are a lot of people here are nocturnal teachers because they work late, get up late in the morning. But it's for yourself, so sometimes you have to take that effort and get up in the morning and come. And in the long run, it will actually help you. You know that very well. You have joined us for a physical meeting as well. So
Right.
I hope you're motivated enough to not just test the water, but get into it and have a nice deep
Take a
swim
good
in the
dip into it.
ocean of knowledge. But thank you
Yes.
so much for joining us, and I hope you have a great time today. Thank you so much,
Sure.
Milton.
Thanks, Misha.
Moving on, we have Sarthak. Hi, Sarthak.
Hi, Misha. I'm still a guest. Just give me 1 second. I was wondering if I'm still a guest because it's been
No,
three
no,
weeks
no.
now.
Sarthak and Mohit are not guests anymore. They are soon going to be members because I somehow can foresee the future and I can see Sarthak and Milton giving icebreaker speech and giving all the other speeches and taking up tag team roles. So thank you so much for joining us. So would you like to say something?
Yeah, this is my fourth of its session. So excited, for every session and learning something out of it. And nice to see so many people joining the Sunday morning session. And yeah, looking forward to it, Misha. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sarthak. I hope to see you as a member very soon in the next meeting.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, now we have. Okay, she's not a guest. She's a visiting Toastmaster, Siana. Hi, Siana.
Hi, Nisha.
Good morning, Siana. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. I'll just put on my video once.
Sure.
Yeah. So hi
Okay.
everybody.
Hello, Siana. Thank you so much for joining us. Would you like to share something?
Yes, I had attended this 100th meeting at Mumbai Speakers, and it was a great experience. But however, due to some personal commitments, I couldn't come for the other meetings. But yeah, I'm planning to attend more meetings.
Yes, please do. We would love to have you. And we would even love to have you come and give your speeches and be a part of our family as well.
Sure.
Thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday morning,
Thank you.
Siana. I really appreciate it. Moving on, we have visiting Toastmaster Chanda. Hi, Chanda. Toastmaster Chanda.
Yeah, hi Misha. Good
Hi,
morning, everyone.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Is it possible for you to switch on your camera? Yes, now I can see you. Thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday morning. Would you like to talk about yourself?
Okay. So I had joined Toastmaster last year in October, which is this Kandivali club, and professionally, like I am working as an software engineer um, with with a MNC, and basically I'm a technical writer. So that's the work that I do. And personally, yeah, I had joined Toastmaster to be well versed with the public speaking, as every one of us, wants to be, good at public speaking. It helps you grow in your professional life also. Uh, so yeah, that's about me.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you have a great Sunday today.
Yeah, thank you. Same to you.
So, Brijesh, do we have any more guests here? I cannot see any more guests.
We just have many more guests today.
Did we introduce Shwetank?
Shwetank is a member.
Member, okay.
Hi, Shwetank.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Shwetank. Can we see you, please?
Actually, the camera is not working.
That's no problem. Thank you so much for joining us. You have been missing into action for quite some time.
Yes.
So I hope this ends here, and you will be a regular to our meetings and be a tag role player and also be giving speeches.
Yes, I also hope that sincerely.
Yes, we all hope that. Don't worry, we are there to help you. And please do reach out to us if you have any queries, anything of any hesitation also.
Okay, yes.
So thank you so much for joining us, Shwetank. I hope you enjoy today's meeting as well. And it will help you because Toastmaster Brijesh is going to help us navigate through a lot of things today. It is really going to be helpful. So without this has been all the guest addresses so far. And I appreciate all the guests and the members who have joined us today, all the tag role players. And without any further ado, let me welcome Toastmaster Brijesh, who is the Toastmaster of the day. I have a lot of things to say about him, but I would not delay the introduction. Let me just call him on the stage. And when you see his efficiency and his how calm he is, how patient he is, and how much knowledge he has, you would know what all I was about to say when I wanted to introduce him. So without any further ado, let us all with a huge round of applause, welcome Toastmaster Brijesh to the stage.
Thank you,
Over to you,
Toastmaster
Toastmaster
Misha.
Day, Toastmaster Brijesh.
Thank you, Toastmasters Misha, for a very warm welcome. I feel next time I should just record this and play it with my HR, when I'm negotiating my year-end performances and salary hikes. So that will help me out.
You can also share it with your girlfriend or wife.
Thankfully, I don't have a wife for now. Yeah. So everyone, a very good morning to all of you. It's great to see so many guests joining us. I mean, you couldn't have chosen a better day to join us because today you get to know what all resources are available on the Toastmasters International website, which will help you improve your communication skills, your leadership skills, and it will also give you a demo of what all you can look forward to once you become a Toastmasters member for any of the club, not just our club. First, I'll start with the motivation behind this having this session. So when I joined Toastmasters, obviously my idea was to just be a better speaker, and I thought everyone would be meeting on a Sunday morning, and that's where the learning would happen. But that's just not the place. Like, we have a fully functional Toastmasters website where you have a lot of video tutorials, you have PPTs and PDFs which you can access, which can help you improve your learning. I see a lot of us, we complete our speeches as part of the meeting, but we don't actually go to the website and mark the training as completed, so it doesn't reflect on the dashboards. So again, that's a good habit, because a lot of times we are struggling. I want to give my icebreaker speech, so you go to your mentor, you talk to him. Obviously, mentor is there to support you, to help you out. But beyond the point, there are certain times where you would want to navigate certain things yourself, or out of curiosity, you would want to learn on your own. And that's where this Toastmasters website will help you out, where you will have a lot of resources, a lot of video lectures to take care of. And then there's a structured evaluation form which is available. So that was the motivation to have this session and showcase it to everyone how it's done, so that you can also start navigating the website and probably start some learning from it. Now, because this is a special session and we have a lot of guests, I would just want to take a pause and first explain how a general Toastmasters meeting happens, so that you have some sense. And then we'll move on to the educational aspect of this session. So in general, a Toastmaster session is divided into 3 parts. So the very first part of the meeting involves prepared speeches. In this section, generally a week before or 3-4 days before, members nominate themselves to deliver their prepared speech. So they come up with a prepared speech on a particular topic, and then they get around 5 to 7 minutes. If it's an icebreaker, they get a 4 to 6 minute slot, and they are supposed to deliver their speech either online, or if we meet physically, in front of the live audience. And then after this, best part about Toastmaster is evaluations. So you get to practice, and then you get an instant feedback. And feedback is something which is very important, because that tells you what were your hits, what were your misses, and you can, take the learnings from feedback and apply that when you prepare your speech for the next session. So that is generally the first part of a Toastmasters meeting. The second section of Toastmasters meeting involves table topic session. And we will be having one session today as well, after we complete the educational session. Table topic session is an impromptu speaking session. So what generally happens is you get a couple of minutes to come to stage and speak on something in an impromptu manner. Which is very important. And when like our table topic master, Toastmaster Ashwin, will explain this in detail when he comes to comes over and takes this session for today's meeting. And finally, we have the general evaluation. So as mentioned, you get feedback instantly. So prepared speakers get their feedback as part of general evaluation. And along with that, general evaluator also evaluates how the entire session went, what were the misses, what were the hits, how the role players performed, so on and so forth. And that brings me to role players. So we have role players today as well, and I will start introducing them. So let me start by introducing our grammarian. She's none other than the presiding officer, today's presiding officer, as well as the president of club. And sorry, Misha, but I am not as well versed as you, in introducing people. So I would just want everyone to give a big round of applause for for our grammarian, because she's decided to take this at last moment. That's what Toastmaster teaches us. So yes, a round of applause for our grammarian, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Brajesh. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, Misha.
English is weird, but it can be understood through tough, thorough thought, though. You saw what I did there, right? And this is what I have come to do. The power of good grammar is that it is like personal hygiene. You can ignore it, but if you want, you can ignore it if you want, but don't be surprised when people draw their conclusions. Now that it is conspicuous of how vital grammar is, let me now go ahead and share about my role. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. My name is Misha D'Souza, and I will be the grammarian for today. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to the language usage. I'll take note of any not so correct usage of English language, as well as examples of good usage. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce you to the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is fleek. 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 Fleek, which means perfect or flawless. The usage of the word in a sentence is the song is fleek. The Toastmasters meeting is fleek. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. Whenever any speaker on the stage uses the word of the day in the right context, I would request the audience to give a silent thumbs up as a mark of appreciation. I will mention the word of the day in the chat box for the benefit of the guests and the members and for your reference and usage. I will give the word of the day report and the grammatical usage report when called upon by the general evaluator at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Brajesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Misha. See, the more physical meetings we have, I've forgotten that I need to unmute myself every time I'm speaking. Yes. So moving on, next, we have our R counter. So the Toastmaster performing the role of R counter today is doing this for the first time. He was the timer of our meeting last week, and now he's taken on the mandate of our counter. Everyone, let's welcome Toastmaster Bhiku, who is the our counter for the day. Over to you, Toastmasters Bhiku. We have him. Toastmaster Bhiku.
Hello everyone. My name is Viku. Today I'm going to play a timer role. So I'm going to observe each and everyone while speaking, like and so kind of filler words. So and our end of the sessions, end of the meeting, we're going to acknowledge that how many times we have said for and kind of words. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhiku. So as our Toastmaster Bhiku pointed out, right, he's here to take note of filler words. And the absence of filler words in your speech, makes your speech a fleek speech. Next, we have Toastmaster Prashant. He's taking up tag role for the very first time. And he's here to time our sessions today. Everyone, a round of applause for Toastmaster Prashant.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Prashant, and today I will be playing the role of a timer. And Brijesh, you are able to hear me, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Prashant, you're audible.
Yeah. So I will be timing the table topic speeches today, and I will be helping the speakers to express their thoughts in a specific allotted amount of time. And to help me in my role, I have 3 cards with me. Let me share my screen. Is everyone able to see?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay. Yeah, so here, like as soon as the speaker starts their speech, they will be shown a white card. And then we move to green card, which indicates that your qualifying time is reached. Okay. And then the yellow card will indicate the target time for your speech. And at last, the yellow card, the red card will indicate the maximum time allotted to you. Okay. So today, like as we don't have prepared speeches, so just coming to the table topics. So for table topics, a speaker is encouraged to speak up to 1 to 2 minutes. So I will be showing a green card at the end of 1 minute, a yellow card at the end of 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at the end of 2 minutes. So in case of table topic speeches, there is a grace period of 30 seconds only on the upper side. So to qualify for this, you at least need to speak for 1 minute. And the upper side, like our limit is 2 minutes, so you can speak for 2 minutes 30 seconds on the upper side. Okay. And I will present my timing report when called upon by the table topic master. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant. That was a fleek description of what the timer, what role timer performs in the Toastmasters meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Brijesh.
Yes, Toastmaster Prashant, can I request you to stop sharing your screen?
Yeah. Done.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant. So everyone will now move on to the Toastmasters website, our educational session, and I'll start sharing my screen so that I'm able to demonstrate yes, just give me a moment. I'm sharing my screen. Let me know if it's visible.
Yes, Brijesh, you can see.
Okay, sure. So this is the home page of Toastmasters, and for reaching here, you just go to your search engine. You type the Toastmasters. You will get this link, and over here, if you are not a member, so a lot of folks today have participated as a guest, and there's still a lot of resources available for guests as well. So if you are still not a member, you go to the magazine section. You would be so since I've logged into a different tab, let me do this. Let me start another session and show it to you. Just give me a minute. So I'll just type Toastmasters. Okay. So I've restarted sharing my screen. Let me know it's visible or not.
Yeah, it's visible. That the Bing page is loading still.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's okay. Yeah. So that's the home page for Toastmaster, and you can click on it. I believe my internet service provider has some issue, it seems.
Yeah, Brijesh, maybe you can try to type like exact URL www.toastmasters.com. Maybe it will.
Yes.
So that Bing will not try to search it. Yeah.
I sent it on the chat if you want to read it.
Let me see if this works. Else we move on to Chrome. And that's one of the reasons I love Google Chrome as a browser.
Brijesh, I sent the link in from chat. If you copy
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's loading now, I think.
Pasted it two times. No, you pasted it two times.
Okay.
Okay, you're good.
So that's the homepage for Toastmasters. And for folks who've joined as guests, even you can at least go to the homepage, go and explore the magazines. There are few resources as well. So I'll go through it one by one. So when you go to the magazine, you have a lot of articles over here, which you can go and read. And this is all for free. So how to be a better communicator, there are a lot of different articles. And you also get to download the entire magazine if I'm not wrong, even though you are not a member. Let me just go to the explore section. So here you have different articles which you can search for any keyword. Maybe I just say present. I just write presentation, and you will come across different articles. Presenting in virtual world. So you can click on it. You can read the article. Generally, articles are written by seasoned Toastmasters or someone who is a distinguished Toastmaster. So this is the best place. Instead of just doing a Google search, you can come to the Toastmasters website, search for articles, and learn or read through it and check what is available for you. Then there are magazines. So we have a new magazine delivered every month. You can pick up a magazine and again go through it. And yeah, so you have magazines for the month of May, April, March. You can go and read through it. Also, I believe Toastmasters is a feature. You go to on your vacation and you click your photo of the Toastmasters website, you send it to them, you're lucky enough you get featured in the magazine. So again, that's something you should try out. Ashwin, next time you're going out for bungee jumping, you can try this. I'll be happy to see your photo as part of the magazine.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it together. Maybe this time Everest. You know, join me?
Definitely. So that's for members who like for people who are not yet a member. Now, once you become a member, there's this login option. Just give me a minute. This is an important call I need to take. Just give me a minute. Hello, Ishan bhai.
We have lot of.
Phone karo.
Brijesh, can you put yourself on mute, please?
I don't think he can hear us.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm surprised to see so many guests.
It is really nice to see a lot of guests joining us, and I really appreciate. And I would actually urge everybody to please pay attention to this, because it is really imperative for all of us to learn how to manage and navigate through the website. Because after we give our speeches and complete every level, we have to. It is important for us to actually update our goals, because that will help not just you but the club to go ahead as well. So after every speech, you are supposed to update your goals. And that is why we have decided to have this session today and not a prepared speech. Because we wanted our members to be updated with the website, so that if there is any problem, we can help them with that particular problem. We have come across, we have like actually seen that issue, that people have not been able to navigate to the website, or a lot of people are not even aware of how to manage it. So it's always better that you go through it, and let us all do this together, because through this we can learn. So that's why we have decided that everybody should be able to see how the Toastmaster website is, how is it for a member, how is it for a guest, and how it is very beneficial, to be very honest. I have found a lot of articles on the Toastmasters website which have helped me, and I'm pretty sure there is a lot for everybody here. So it's a request for everyone to please be vigilant, please be observant of what the Toastmaster of the day, Brijesh, wants to tell us. Because, and also, please don't worry, we will be doing this again in the future sessions as well for everybody who has missed, so that we can help everyone to update their goals, because it is imperative for not just for the person but for the club. I'm repeating myself, but I know it is important. So please do make sure that you update your goals. You also will get your evaluation forms from the website. Everything is there available on the website. Also, one thing I know is well, a lot of people are confused about how to even start their speeches, how to draft their speeches. Trust me, there are materials available for drafting your speech for every level. Even if it's a Toastmaster, they have a proper form, a curriculum. They have designed a form which will help you fill the details, and that's how you can actually draft or to prepare a rough draft of the form. So I urge all of you, you can go, you can just navigate through it. Sometimes just going through the website, going here and there, exploring the website helps you to understand the website. And also you can update your profile on the website. You can update all your details on the website. You can find your details on the website. So for that, we have decided to have this session. And if you have any other problems, we are there to help, not just during the session and after the session, but also post this session anytime when you try to access the website. You can just call us and we can help you how to do it. But please make sure that you do it, because that is why we are doing it, so that people understand that it is imperative. I will also tell you one thing. Just a minute. Can you disable?
Should I stop my screen share?
Okay. No. Rajesh, please go ahead. I was just helping them because I had navigated through it and I was just telling them that they can find articles and evaluation forms and even drafts to draft their speeches so that it will help them.
Sure. Thank you,
Please go
Toastmaster.
ahead. Please go ahead, Rajesh. And yes, Arbaz, you can get hard copies of your magazines as well. You have to subscribe to it. You can find that subscription in the Toastmasters website itself.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Misha. So as you go on to the home page, there's this login option. Once you click there, you will have to type your email ID and password, which takes you to the home page. So I'll just type my credentials. While the login takes place, I will take you to the Chrome browser where I have already logged in. So that's the screen you come across when you log in. And while you log in, you get a pop-up, which tells you whether you want Toastmasters people to call you. Is it fine with you? Not fine with you? Are you fine with their marketing emails or not? So you can select those options. I'll just see if, yeah. So this is the page I was talking about. So you can mark your preferences because privacy is pretty critical for Toastmasters. While since Toastmasters is an international place, like there are specific countries, at least the European continent, which is very particular about GDPR, data privacy. So they follow that protocol effectively. So you can select your preferences.
How did you get that page?
So when you log in, that's the pop-up you get.
Okay, maybe I didn't get it, so it may not be always. Or
maybe you would have already logged in, because every time I log in, I think this is the page I get. Probably there would be a preference stating, don't show this to me going forward.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, just a minute. Sorry, guys, there's someone at the door. Yes. So once you log in, as Toastmaster Misha was stating, right, you can actually update your profile. So you get to see your profile on the My Profile section. You can actually upload your photo here. For people who are not as photo conscious as me, you can go and put your DP. And then there's an option to actually change your email ID as well. So you can make the edits over here. If there's some spelling mistake in your name, you can do all that. Okay. So that's all about the My Profile page. Next, the most important section, as a member is to go to the base camp. So once you click here, this is how the page would look like. Just for ease of understanding, what I've done is I've clicked on the various login pages and created a separate tab for every page. So since I am like at part of the admin team as well, I get to see two sections or two options over here. One, I can go to the base camp as a member, which every one of you, once you become a member, will have. And if you are part of the XCOM group, you can go in as a base camp manager as well, where there are certain admin tasks you want to look into, you can do it. So once I log into the base camp, I click here as a member. I get to just I reached this page for path and learning. I'll just show it to demonstrate it for you. Yeah. So I click on Basecamp. I click on Mumbai Speakers Toastmasters Club. So that's the club name, which you see once you log in. So that gives you an option of, all the paths and learning, your speech evaluation and tutorials and resources. So I go on the first link, which is the path and learning. So that shows me the path I have selected. There are a few people who are live with 2-3 paths. So it will show you. So the selected path for me is presentation mastery. So it shows this to me. And once I click on this, maybe there's something wrong. Let's just give me a minute. Sorry. Hey, by the way, anyone has a hack that I'm able to minimize the Zoom pop-up when I'm sharing my screen? Because it is causing some disturbance for me as far as navigation is concerned.
That menu bar you can switch, shift it towards your right or something. Because it's coming in middle of your navigation.
Okay, I'll just hide. Okay, thank you, Ashwin. Yeah, so I was able to hide the floating panel. Some reason it's taking a lot of time. Yeah. So as you go to presentation mastery, you say open curriculum. It will take you to the curriculum page, which shows you, how many levels you are required to complete. So I've completed my level 1. If I click on level 1, it says 5 items were required and 5 are completed. And there's a tick across all the levels, like across all the sections. As I move on to level 2, because I have not completed this, you don't see a tick mark against it. So for people who are still in level 1, who have not started their icebreaker, what you do is you'll see this activate option against your icebreaker. So ideally, before you give your icebreaker speech, you should be clicking on activate. So once you click on activate, I'll just click for effective body language. Once you click on activate, the button changes to launch. And then you click on launch, you will be shown all the modules which are available. Since I've completed icebreaker, I'm not going on icebreaker, but so this is my level 2 project, which is understanding your communication style. So I click on begin. I actually have a good number of slides, which tells me what communication is about, what this project is about. So I have to just keep on navigating it. Apologies, guys, like my browsing speed, I don't know, there seems to be something going wrong. But the idea, the objective is you should be able to navigate this. So you'll have a lot of information available. If you are on your icebreaker path, let me see if I'm still able to launch the icebreaker project. If I'm able to, then I'll show it to you. There's something wrong. Why it's taking me to the home page again? I'm not very sure about this. But let me just give it a try. If it opens for me. Yeah, so icebreaker doesn't open for me. It's completed. But similar to this section, you should be able to see the different slides for icebreaker. Then they have this tab, where you are supposed to access your skills. So because this project is about evaluating different communication styles, you can rate yourself, between 1 to 5. So you can have a fair enough scale for yourself and you can rate yourself for different questions. And then this is the list of competencies. So this tells you what is something which you will learn once you finish this project. And this has all the relevant tutorials. So the good part about this is, for someone like me, like when I see this question, I go into self-introspection to decide how should I be evaluating myself. If someone suddenly asks you, how do you want to be seen as? So a lot of us would have joined. I'm giving my personal example. Probably I'm someone who is very cautious, or I'm not that sociable, if I pronounced it correctly. So I would want to be seen as sociable. So you can take this questionnaires for yourself and go through the text, which is helpful. And once you're done, you can move to the next section, which is discovering your communication style or effective use. And once you're done with everything, you can actually give a speech. So there is this project checklist when you click on complete your project. And this is something which ideally you should be sharing with your evaluator, because it defines the purpose of your speech. And then your evaluator can give you a proper feedback. So you should be sitting with your evaluator, discussing this out. And next, the final section is your own evaluation. So this is your evaluation resource. Again, this is something you will share with your evaluator and you will use this for your evaluations. So he will rate you, like what you excelled upon, what you should be working on. And if you want to challenge yourself, you want to become a better version of yourself, what the comments are. And then these are the different sections, on which generally speeches are evaluated. How clear you were, what was your vocal variety, how was your eye contact, were you able to use gestures effectively, how aware were you about your audience, were you comfortable or were you nervous, were you able to engage the audience. And this is how the marker should be, like what a 5 is, what 4 denotes, what 3 denotes. At Toastmasters, generally, people are a bit liberal with evaluation. So they may give you slightly more than what you what the actual rating should be. But then this gives some structure around, what you are trying to do. What this does is, once you've gone through all these resources, you would also understand on what aspects you are being evaluated, what all you should be focusing on. It will not be a completely gray zone, that you are just preparing for some random speech which you are writing in your book and you are going and delivering it. What this does is this tells you how the structure should be, what all should you be focusing on as part of this specific project, what all skills you would be evaluated upon. And when you sit with your mentor, discuss this out, your mentor will provide his feedback to you, and that will help you become a better speaker, is what I feel. And then you did a pre-assessment of yourself, and then you will do a post-assessment. So once you go through all the videos, you would definitely be able to assess yourself and give yourself a better rating. So once you're done, you get this message that congratulations, you've completed this project, and you should mark this project as complete. So what generally I've seen, as an admin or as a VP education, when I go to dashboards, I see a lot of people are not launching their projects, but they are coming and taking the speech. For some of them who are launching it, they are actually not marking the project as complete. So it shows that you've started level 1. You've given your icebreaker, but you've not completed it. And what that does is, like, as part of our like, this is a club where you get rated annually. If you are not marking it complete over here, the club dashboard shows that no one has completed their icebreaker. It shows that no one has completed their level 1. And what that does is there are some educational goals. So I'll just go to the District 98 dashboard for Toastmasters. So that's the club performance dashboard for District 98. And it showcases performance of our club as well. Yes. So that's our club. And when you check the educational goal, while all other goals are completed, for educational goal, because we're not marking the projects as complete, it shows that no one has completed level 0. Sorry, no one has completed level 1. Like 0 people have completed up to date, till date. And this will, as a club, if we are doing everything correctly, but it's not showing up on the dashboard, that's not good for us ideally. And that deprives us for this selected titles, like you are a distinguished club, you are a select distinguished club, or you are a president's distinguished club. While we are completing our speeches every Sunday, it's not showing up here. So that's one of the objective, and that's still not the primary objective. The primary objective is when you go through this slides, when you go through this video lectures, there are a few video lectures as well. You should be able to, become a much better version. So my for icebreaker, I felt, it's just some random gyan. So I should not be focusing on this. But when I recently delivered my speech couple of weeks back, I went through this process and I was able to see the difference, in how better prepared I was while delivering the speech as against my icebreaker. And that is why I would recommend each one of you to go through this, launch your projects, go through a pre-evaluation, see what all things you are being rated on, what is important for you as far as that particular project is concerned. And then sit with your mentor, sit with your evaluator, provide them. A lot of people, on last day, they say like, okay, where is the evaluation form? How can I get it? So this is where you will get it. So you can actually download this and you are able to edit it as well. So you can type your name, you can type the date when you are giving your speech, you can type your evaluator name as well. So Tariq was my evaluator. I shared this with him and he was able to share the entire, I'll show that to you. He was able to share his feedback as well in the same form and he shared it with me. So give me some time and I should be able to showcase how Parik evaluated me. And that is what I would want everyone, if I be the evaluator, I should be doing the same. And if you are the speaker, you should insist your evaluator on doing the same thing. So with that being said, I leave the floor open for questions. If there's any question anyone has, I would be happy to take that. Let me just get the ribbon back.
Hello.
Yes.
Toastmaster Pritesh, I have one question. Like
Yeah.
you said that there are different pathways. There are about 12 pathways, I guess.
Yes.
So how many pathways exist? And other than presentation mastery, what all pathways are there? I just want to know about that.
Sure. Let me take you to the home page. So when you join a Toastmaster, your first pathway is free, and then you have to pay $20 for your next path. So there are two options, So as you saw when I went to Welcome to Pathways section, I have to select the language I want to access. So there are multiple languages available. So English is my preferred choice. The resources you. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So you have two options. You can get the resources digitally or printed, just to be ESG compliant and ensure we are not wasting a lot of paper. I would advise go for digital resource. You still want printed materials, you can go for it. You have to pay additional $25. That's their way of, creating friction to ensure people are following digital resources. And then there are two options. So this will give you, all your path. So I select view all path options and I continue, I'll get to see. And they also have an automated assessment. You can take that assessment and they will recommend which path you should be taking. So Arbaz, your answer to your question, these are the various paths: dynamic leadership, effective coaching, engaging humor, innovative planning, leadership development. And they have a hyperlink. So you can click on this link and go to the path. And I believe even as a guest, you should be able to look into this. So you should be able to see if I want to be a visionary like if I want to select this path, visionary communication, what all things come in over. So I can just click on view all projects. It will tell me that it has 5 levels. Level 1 includes icebreaker. So level 1 is generally same for all the pathways. And then from level 2 onwards, you see the topic specialized for that particular pathway. So understanding your leadership style, understanding your communication style, introduction to mentoring, because this is more on leadership. Then these are the elective projects, increasing knowledge, building skills. So I hope that answers your question, Arbas.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pritesh.
Yeah, thank you. Any more questions?
Brijesh, I have one question.
Sure, Amit.
So Brijesh, as you said, in the learning pathway, you have to feel the way you are keep on completing your task, right? So is there only for the self purpose, or is there any from the background backside also someone is monitoring or filling your forms?
Yes, someone is definitely seeing it, So once you complete your level, I get an option to approve of a level. So I think some 10, 12 days back, I approved. Shreyansh has also completed his level 1. So I've completed my level 1, but I cannot mark it complete for myself. So I'll have to ask Toastmaster Misha to do it for me. But for Shreyansh, I mark that as complete. So once you complete it, we are able to see we have a lot of dashboards in the admin section, which tells us, how many members have completed, how many have started a new path, where everyone is lying. So that helps us, maintain a tracker for the entire club as well. How the club is performing, how the people are performing, where they are stuck at. See, as XCOM team, if we see that, Amit was, I'm just giving a hypothetical example that Amit is stuck at level 2 from 2 months or 3 months. Maybe we can reach out to you. We can talk to you, Amit, where the problem is, why you are not able to complete this level. Is there something we can do to help you out?
So someone is some authorized person is there to approve your task.
Yes. So see, as far as completion is concerned, you should be able to complete it. But once you complete the entire level, it comes back to us. So it's not that you just mark it complete and you don't deliver your speech and no one is looking into it. A track of that is being kept, if that is what your question was.
Yes. Thank you, Brijesh.
Yeah. Yes, folks, any more questions?
All the members, please do ask questions so that your doubts are clear, because that will help you update your education goals on the website.
Yeah, but Abhijit, so those pathways, when we say like those pathways are parallel to each other, right? It's not sequential that way, right?
Yeah, it's not sequential. So everyone is here for learning a different skill. So someone is here for improving his humorous speaking, so we have a specific dedicated pathway for that. Someone is here for improving their presentation, so we select it as presentation mastery. Someone is here to develop his leadership skill, so there's a specific leadership path. So you can go through all the pathways, decide what suits you. There is a test as well, an automated test which you can give, and maybe they will recommend that this should be your ideal path. And as you complete your path, you'll realize that there's something to learn from every path. So you would start registering yourself for multiple pathways eventually.
Right. Okay, Brijesh. Yes.
Brijesh, can you tell us where is that test from where you can select that test part? So which pathway is better for you?
Okay, I'll select. I'll show that to you. Okay, I think I can use. Let me do this. So you select this choose a path option. Yes. So instead of view all path, last time we selected view all path, you go and say take an assessment.
Okay.
So it will be a brief online assessment, which you can start. And it will tell you what pathway you should select.
One more question, can we open two pathway at a time parallelly?
You can. So first pathway, when you register for your Toastmasters, is free. If you want to register yourself for a second pathway, you have to pay the $20 fee.
Okay.
So generally what people do is people complete the first pathway and then move on, like first experience how it is, complete a pathway, and then move on to the next pathway, when you're able to see what suits you, what is something you get.
So after completion of one pathway, if you are selecting a second pathway, it's free.
No, you still have to pay $20. So first is, that I think you have to pay a $20 membership fee when you join a Toastmasters, and as part of that membership fee, they give you one free pathway.
Okay. Thank you, British.
Thank you, Amit.
Hello, Brijesh.
Yes, Arbas.
Approximately on an average, how much time does it take for an individual to complete one pathway?
So, Arbas, so unlike, unlike a college, where you're supposed to study 6 or 7 subjects a semester and complete it, at Toastmaster, it's on you, right? If you want to complete a pathway, you can complete it in like 3 or 4 months as well. If you don't want to complete it, you can take 2-3 years and you will still not be able to complete it, because it requires delivering speeches, right? So you deliver a speech every Sunday. There are 4 speeches for level 1. You will complete a level 1 in 1 month. There'll be 3-4 speeches for level 2. You'll complete it in the second month. So every week you are delivering your speeches consistently. You should be able to do it in 4-5 months. Okay. So since we don't have more questions now, I would want to hand the stage over to our table topic master. But before we do that, I understand this might take time for you, for every one of you to absorb this. So take some time. I would request everyone who's already a member, to spare some 15-30 minutes. Just explore the website. If you have any doubts, any questions, you can come back. You can message me on WhatsApp, or when we next meet, for another online session, you can just post it as part of the Zoom chat, and I will be able to help you out. So with that being said, since we have a lot of guests, and I would want to hand the stage to our table topic master. So everyone, let's welcome the table topic master for today, Toastmaster Ashwin.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Brijesh, thanks a lot for this. Please stop your sharing.
Yes, just. Unfortunately, while I have logged off the floating window, I'm not able to see that. Let me just give me a minute.
Yeah. While Brijesh is doing that, let me give a brief introduction of what table topic is, right? So when we regularly meet with our friends, or we have any get-togethers, any sort of gatherings, we generally have some discussion points, right? And that can be anything leading to some happenings in the city, some politics, some sports, any topic, right? Even in our regular job meetings, we sometimes discuss something that is out of our work or task. So these table topics, like the word table is something that mainly when you're meeting together in a restaurant or something, right? It's like we have a point to discuss. So we sit around a table or something. And that's why we have this notion of the table topic. It's like a topic that we are all discussing, right? In case of table Toastmasters, we have this in a form of questions. So as a table topic master, I'll be asking you a question, and you will have time to answer it for say 1 to 2 minutes, like our timer has briefed earlier. And if there is any table topic contest, then there is a qualifying time as well. So that's why we generally follow this pattern, so that we have 2 things. We can monitor the time, and so 1 minute is the minimum that you need to speak to qualify, and 2 minutes and 30 seconds is maximum, right? So if you speak in any contest, if you speak for more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you're disqualified. Now, this format we have also helps us compose ourselves in a proper way so that if, say, for example, you get a chance to speak to a manager and there he asks you certain questions, you may not have too much of time to answer because he's a busy guy. And so in a very short period, you need to convey your message in a proper way so that he gets what you're trying to say. Right. So table topics allows you to prepare yourself for those type of events. Also, if you go to any public gathering and somebody asks you to speak, you may not be prepared. So this is not a prepared speech. This is impromptu speech where you're not prepared. You're just given a topic to speak on and you need to speak. Based on my experience, I can give my 2 cents on, like, since this is an education session, I can say, like, say, for example, you are asked a question which you do not know anything about. Say, for example, what do you know about cryptocurrencies? Right? Somebody may ask you. Then you may want to buy some time to think about it because that came out of a blue. You are not knowing anything about cryptocurrency. So first tip I would say is brief the audience. While that question we are preparing for the answers in your background, you say, hello Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, esteemed guest, very good afternoon to you. And then you still keep on thinking about the answers. And then another tip is repeat the same question again. So the question asked by the table topic master is, what do you know about cryptocurrencies? Okay, so according to me, currency, cryptocurrency, you may get confused, but first thought that comes in your mind, just tell it, flush it out. Then something else will come out, right? So you can say people had been dealing with currencies since the ancient ages and currencies keep on changing. Earlier we have coin, then we have notes, and now they are saying something like crypto. So automatically things will start flowing. And you will not realize, but you might have already spoken for more than 1 minute and you already qualified for table topics, right? And the funny part is after you complete your speech, you will then get more points to talk about, right? So table topic is very interesting. And let me, after an education session, which I think many people may not like or not used to attending. I'm personally not used to attending lectures, so I prefer not to get bored by giving you a lecture. I'll be asking you series of questions, and I have a sort of theme for that. So let me ask you a question. What time is it? Can anybody answer me?
12:40.
Question.
What time is it?
This is the right time. This is the right time to just come out of our comfort zone and engage with something called as Toastmasters and learn something different from, because every individual comes from a different background, you know. So there's always a room for improvement and learning a lot of things and implementing those things in our professional life, in our personal life, in whatever way we can do. So I'm really looking forward to just learn a lot of things from you.
Let's give a big round of
applause.
Yeah, let's give a big round of applause for Buzz. Yeah, generally I was expecting answer like it's 12:30 or 12:45, right? So that's a general thing that we do. Like, what time is it? I may say it's 12:45 or 12:35. And then, but if I ask somebody in US, he'll say it's around 10 o'clock, but Saturday evening, right? Or somebody will say, who is in, say, Eastern region in Japan somewhere, they will say it's 3 p.m. or something. So time is relative. Now we can extend it further, like what Arbaz just said. I can say it's a party time or it's a table topic time, right? And or I may say it's a summer, it's a vacation time. I may also say it's in the evening, it's a party time, or I may say, for a girl who is getting married, it's both happy and sad time, right? She's happy because she's now going to stay with her husband. She's sad because she's going to leave her family, her parents. For a boy, never know, it may be just the last time he's happy. So it all depends, right? I'm just kidding, by the way. So I'll ask you a few questions, and since we have a lot of guests, I'll first start with somebody who's already in a Toastmaster so that he knows how to answer it. And then the guest can actually borrow the ideas how to answer any particular topic, right? Okay, so let me ask the first question. I'll first ask the question and then call out who is going to answer it. So the first question is, would you like to live in a world where we do not have clocks and the concept of measuring time? I repeat, would you like to live in a world where we do not have clocks and the concept of measuring time? And let me start with our most veteran Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashwin. I knew that was coming to me. All right. So, timer can, yes. Okay. So we can start. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So it's a very interesting question wherein we normally, from the time we are in this generation where everything is so much time dependent, and we normally give our responses based on the time. For example, meeting someone, we say, I'll meet you at so and so time. And if we have to do certain work, we say we will do it and so time. So I think we have reached a stage wherein we are linking the time at such an accurate or a minute level that it would practically not really be possible to kind of go back in a time wherein we cannot measure time. Uh, Talking about at a very high level, if say, someone says, let's say, for example, hey, I'll meet you in the morning, right? So, but what is morning? For someone might be waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. For that person, it is 6 o'clock. For someone who might be waking up at 10 o'clock, for that person, the morning is at 10 o'clock. So I think it's a very interesting question, but I feel that we have gone or evolved so much, and we have come to a time wherein we are measuring everything based on a very exact and specific time. So I think it is very important to have that going forward. I would be very concerned or worried if we go back to a time wherein suddenly we have no clocks or no watches and everyone has to gauge time based on their own judgments. So with that, I'll pass it back to our table topic master. But yeah, thanks for asking me that question. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashwin.
Yeah, thank you, Vishal. Yeah, so that was a wonderful answer. And that's why we have a time limit here so that we do not keep on speaking forever. And if you ask me, I would say weekends should not be measured and weekdays should be measured so that we can have fun forever. Okay. So moving on, let me go to the next questions. Next question. So we know a lot of animals, they hibernate themselves, mainly in winters, right? So the entire winter, they will go for sleep. They may go underground and come out only when there is enough warmness or enough heat in the environment. So the question is, if you are asked to hibernate yourself for 6 months, okay, what will you do before and after? The question is, if you are asked or if you get the chance to hibernate yourself for 6 months, what will you do before hibernating and after hibernating? And let me ask this question to our smart engineer. Is Priyansh here? He was okay. So then let's go to a beautiful comedian. Misha, can you answer this?
Hi, Ashwin. Thank you for the question. To be honest, I would always like to be in hibernation because hibernation gives you time to introspect and reflect and be by yourself without anybody or without the worldly disturbances. But yes, before hibernation, I would like to go to an extreme to meet everybody because I know after I hibernate, I will not be able to meet everybody or socialize. So, since hibernation itself is an extreme thing to happen or to do, so I would go socialize, do everything which I will not be able to. So that then I can be at peace and do whatever I want to do, the me time. So whatever apart from the me time is socializing or spending time with family or do some outdoor activities is what I would like to do. And then when I hibernate is when I start uh, spending that me time. I read books and I journal and I meditate and I pursue my hobbies which are not dependent on anybody. So that is what I do. And again, when I come back from my hibernation, I would like to share all the knowledge I have gathered during that hibernation with everybody. Go around, spread that positivity, and spread my knowledge and enhance my knowledge from people who have been there in that surrounding and like add that to what I have learned. So when we share knowledge and we share information is there when we grow. And anyways, no matter how much you love to be alone, we all know man is a social animal and he has to have people around him. We all grow. We cannot be even the person who says he's self-made is not self-made because somebody or the other has taken that chance to trust him and bring him forward, help him go forward in life. So that's my time. Thank you so much for the question.
Thank you, Misha. That was really a flick response to this question. I was mainly when somebody asked me to hibernate, I like to sleep a lot. So I was just thinking I'll go and sleep forever, at least for 6 months. But then you connected hibernation with meditation. That's really very nice idea to do. And like you said, meditation gives a lot of energy and self-realization, and you get more of wisdom. So you sometimes I wish you can go and you can share your wisdom with us. We may say Pandit Misha, right? Or fine, okay. So let's move on. My third question is, we always, when we meet with somebody for the first time, we try to create an impression, right? So the question is, when you meet someone for the very first time, what do you want them to think about you? Okay, you need not be honest on this. So let me repeat the question. When you meet someone for the very first time, what do you want them to think about you? And
I urge the guests to come forward and take the questions. Arbaz, would you like to talk on this? Please,
Yeah,
all the guests,
definitely.
please come forward. Table topic is really interesting, and Ashwin has taken all the efforts to prepare the questions. Please come forward and take the questions. So, please, Arbaz, would you like to speak?
Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm here. Okay, whenever I meet someone for the first time, actually I'm not that big for creating an impression. I'm actually looking for making an impact on that person.
Arbaz, I'm
Sincerely
sorry to
coming,
interrupt, but you are not audible clearly. Your voice is breaking.
oh, we cannot hear him at all.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear now.
Actually, whenever I meet someone for the first time now, I'm not that big for creating an impression, right? I'm always looking forward to make an impact instead of creating an impression. And there's a reason to it. So basically, coming from a background wherein I have a religion and people just have something, going on in their mind that this person is from this particular religion and this person might not be appropriate to get along with. And they always have this negative connotations as preemptive notions about anyone. So just we have to come out and express what we are. And as a human being, I'm just interacting with any other person to just make an impact that I'm no different from anyone. Okay. It's like you are just a human being and I'm also a human being. We all have blood flowing in our veins and I'm not different from anyone. I'm not a terrorist or things like that. See, I'm just as good as anyone can be. Okay, so this is what I'm always up for. And this is something which, will make you a lot of friends in your life. And the context that you will develop will probably stay for the rest of your life with you. And many individuals, they can do this. You know, actually, I don't have any other words to say further. I'm speaking, that's a great thing.
Thank you, Albas. Yeah, I can definitely say I meet you for the first time and you have really made an impact.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great milestone for me actually. Whether I qualified for this or not, I don't think so. But yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for giving me the
No,
chance
no,
to.
you are qualified. Yes.
if you see
Okay,
green, you
thanks
are
a lot.
Yes.
qualified. Okay, fine. So, yeah, that was really a very amazing answer to this one. We always try to give our best or show the best version of ourselves to anybody whom we meet for the first time, right? And making an impact is really what we should do. We should try to do. Fine, let's move ahead. And this question will be for Toastmaster Amit. And the question is, when was the last time somebody really surprised you, and why did it surprise you so much? I repeat, when was the last time something really surprised you, and why did it surprise you so much? It's not somebody, it's something surprised you. Toastmaster Amit.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Toastmaster Ashwin and my fellow Toastmaster. It's a very good tips you have given in the start of your table topic, Ashwin. How to spend your 1 minute for when your turn comes. So about my question, when someone surprised me. So last surprise I have received in my company, where company has sent me a bouquet before joining that company. So that was really very surprised because I was not expecting the culture of that company, that before joining and just previous day they'll send some bouquet as a welcome bouquet to the family of that company. So surprise is like when you're not expecting something, it's like delighted. It's very much delighted to see that surprise, and I was very happy that company, if someone is treating you as a, when someone is welcoming you in your in as a family. So that was my surprise when I received a surprise bouquet from the company and welcome kit from that company. Is all about my surprise I have received.
Yeah,
Thank you. So over to you, Ashwini.
Yeah, thank you, Amit. Yeah, it's in this world where family just exploits their resources, right? It is really surprising if some companies sending you a bouquet before joining. And till the last moment, they will ask you, are you joining or not? They will keep on confirming that with you. And accepting a bouquet is something very surprising. Really, fine. So let's move on. The next question is, what would you do if the world was going to end in next 24 hours? I repeat, what would you do if the world was going to end in next 24 hours? Would any guest like to take it up? Is it Sarthak? Sarthak, can you answer this?
Yes, Ashwin. The time has started.
Yes, you can start.
Yeah, thank you so much for the question and good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. Okay, so the world will end in 24 hours. I would like to do everything, which is in my bucket list. I know there are some things I can't reach to a certain place to do that activity, but yes, in that 24 hours limit, what I can do, I'll definitely, do all those activities. I'll talk to people who I always wanted to, but because of some other issues, we are not in touch. I'll just give them a call and, sort everything so that when the world is going to end, I don't have any regrets or any issues with anyone. So that is one which I'll do. I'll spend time with my family, my parents, a lot, because that's the first thing which comes first to everyone. So yeah, just be with mom and dad, talk to them and my siblings, my family members, friends. And I think creating memories is all about travel, spending time with your families, because you can buy whatever you want, but when you die or when you leave the world, that is not going to stay with you. The thing that is going to stay with you is the memories that you have created, the time that you have spent. So yeah, that 24 hours is very crucial, and I'll make sure that whatever I wanted to do in my life, I'll do all those. Yeah, that's it from my end, Ashwin. Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful answer. Yeah, that was really a quick response to this question, I would say. I was
Thanks.
wondering people may just get worried that the world is going to end in 24 hours, but instead of that, you really wanted to go and meet your dear ones and have that sweet memory with you. That was a wonderful response to this one. Kudos to you on that.
Thanks, Ashwin.
And let's go ahead. Okay, so the next question is, which activities make you lose track of time? Or I would say, which activities make you lose track of time? Can any guess? Okay, so is it
Chanda has raised her hand.
Okay, Chanda, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Ashwin, for that question. If you have asked what activities are there which make you lose track of time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so actually the fun activities are the ones which, when you don't feel how, you don't know how the time is, flying. So such activities are when you spend your time with your loved ones. Like I have 11 years old son. So when I'm playing with him or I go out with him for sightseeing, that is when I feel that, I don't know how the time passed by. We are not aware of, what, is going on around us. We are, so engrossed in, and involved in, it, I mean, the time spent, is so good that, you don't realize how, the world around is, and yeah, that's when the time, those are the activities I feel that, where I lose track of time. Yeah, that is what all I would like to say.
So thanks, Chanda. Yeah, so that's really wonderful response to this one. We mainly really lose track of time when we are spending it with our dear ones, right? That's a quality time we spend with them. And sometimes in the state of flow, if we like something, some artist who likes to draw, somebody who likes to play, we really lose a track of time. And you mentioned it very correctly, like when you're spending time with your family, with your kids, you really lose track of time. Thank you for that. Okay, so next question is, if you could go back in time and change things, what would you change? I repeat, if you could go back in time and change things, what would you change? Would any guest like to answer this?
Hello.
Yes, is it Albas? You have already answered.
Can I answer one more question?
No, not right now. I'll let you know once we're done with other guests. Would anyone else like to answer? Dijesh, you want to go with this one? Okay, Sarthak, it's okay if you're timing, that's fine.
Ashwin, can you just repeat your question? I just missed it.
Okay, yeah, so the question is, if you could go back in time and change things, what would you change?
Okay, thanks for the question, Ashwin. Good afternoon again. So if I can go back and change something, what it would be? I would definitely change the property price in Mumbai. It's been 7 years in Mumbai. I know the property price has hiked up so much. It's impossible to buy a home. So that's the one thing, I would change. Go back to the 90s where the property price were less and everyone can afford a home here. So at least for people who are working, it's very tough. So one is that, and also the home loan, maybe I can reduce it a bit. So these are the two things which I'll focus on. So every Indian and every Mumbaiker has a home to live. So definitely this would be my priority. And next one would be, the fuel prices and yeah, that's it. And also people getting engaged. We see in a city like Mumbai, we don't interact with much because there is no time for anyone. So if people can spend some time with their family, with their friends, with their colleagues, I think that would be the a very important thing. And yeah, in Mumbai, we are always traveling. We are always on wheels. So last one, just reduce the traffic. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think you pointed on all the pain points that we normally have, right? Real estate price, all the inflation going up.
I'm not blaming anyone here. It's the global.
No, I guess nobody here is from real estate who would be worried if the price goes down. So yeah, everyone wants the price to go down here. Half of our salary just go in paying our EMIs. So
Exactly. Exactly.
okay, so next would be Milton and then Harshada. Okay. So Milton, the question for you is, if you own a time machine, what year would you travel to? I repeat, if you own a time machine, what year would you travel to?
Okay. First of all, let me start by saying that this is another motivation for me to become a member, because invariably the guests are asked to speak. So I think I'll become a member soon so I can sit and watch others speak. But no, just joking, it actually puts us out of our comfort zone and gives us an opportunity. So, sorry, coming back to your question, Ashwin, you said, can you repeat your question?
If you own a time machine,
Yeah.
What year would you travel to?
Okay, if I own a time machine, I would travel to the time of the Maratha warriors, because I'm fascinated with the history of the Marathas. So I've always, whenever I visit the forts, I do a lot of trekking in Maharashtra, in the Sahyadris, and invariably a lot of forts. So I just time travel in my mind to think about how these forts were built, how these forts were captured, the wars that happened. And I'm really fascinated by the warriors that we had, Shivaji, of course, and then all the other warriors that worked with him. So I would travel back to that time and would want to be a part of the fleet of warriors, and it would give me an insight about how these forts were built, how these forts were captured, the architecture, the logistics of managing and building forts, and the entire structure, etc. So that fascinates me, and that is where I would want to go back if I had a machine that could help me time travel. Thank you, Ashwin, for that question. It was interesting. I would like to end it.
Wonderful, Milton. Thanks a lot for that answer. Yeah, we all hope we can go back in history and change things that should have not happened. And really, we should be in a time where we can live in the era where okay, so next, let me just check. I would ask her. Okay, so who would like to go next?
Guest Harshada, would you like to speak?
Okay, fine, I can go.
Cool.
एक minute. I'm getting a call.
Okay, while she's taking
Okay, we can take Dipali then. Dipali, would you please like to speak to the table topic? It's okay, go ahead. You have
I'll try.
Lovely. We can take Harshada after. Dipali, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Once again.
Okay, Dipali. So the question for you is, what is your favorite time of the year? I repeat, what is your favorite?
Okay, so it's during, hello everyone, sorry, let me get used to the pattern and the points what you had mentioned in the beginning. So hello everyone. And what is the favorite time for me of the year would be, let me think about it. So what I think is during Diwali. Okay, since Diwali, Diwali, it's like it's a huge festival for everyone, like especially for Hindus. And Diwali is associated. I have like good memories of spending good time in Diwali. Yeah, it takes when I think Diwali, it takes back to me in my childhood and the memories associated with the Diwali festival. So it's like, especially when it comes to a vacation. Diwali vacation would be the best time I would spend during my childhood days. And yeah, it's like, you get to visit your, family or extended family. And even now it's very special to me because my kids, like I have twins, they are 11 years old. And the time is very special because I can see so much happiness in the entire environment. And the color of light and the decoration. And especially I see them having spent such a good time decorating the house and spending good time making the sweets at home. And during, like, the festival, they burst, crackers, and they are so happy. And I think, it's so special for us in terms of like bringing it so much happiness. So I think, yes, that's the time where it's a special time of the year for me, for my kids, and for my family. So we enjoy a lot during that time. And yes, that has to be the, even we spend, even we go on vacation during that time. So yeah, it brings our family, close.
Thank you, Dupali.
So I would consider.
It's almost 11:30 and I'm feeling hungry. I didn't have my breakfast. And you mentioned Diwali and sweets and delicious food. So
Okay.
now I am in a hurry to wind up the solo topics now. Just kidding. Okay.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Sorry, I'm just taking more time, but yeah, this was like first speech. I think when the session started, I did not feel that I would be able to deliver the speak, or even speaking that confidently. But yes, looking at the sessions, how everyone delivered and everyone were able to speak up, I could gather that courage and speak up. So thank you once again to everyone.
Yeah, you did very well on that. And like you mentioned, gather the courage is what matters, and then things will follow. Thank you on that. Okay, fine. Harshada, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Harshada. So the question for you is, when was the last time you tried something new? Don't tell us today, attending this meeting.
So last time I tried something new. So recently, I'm not able to recall.
That's fine. Anything you can mention. Attending this session is also something you tried for something you tried.
Yeah, yes. So last time I have attended one session on the like self-confidence and the self-confidence session from one of the mentor from Devgadvi. He is the mentor. So I attended that session. So it was very wonderful, and he has given a lot of knowledge, just eye opener for me. Given a lot of guru mantras and give a lot of knowledge about it, how employees struggle into the 9 to 5 job, and how we can move forward, move out of this 9 to 5 job, and how we can self develop ourselves, and how we can grow in money wise and confidence wise as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Arshada. Yeah, it's always important to get out of your comfort zone and try something new, so that you can be better version of yourself. Very well answered. Thank you. Do we have more guests? We have a few more questions if anybody wants to pick it up. Nisha, are we missing anybody?
I think we are good to go. If any member would like to participate, or else we can end with the session since we are already past. Okay, Biku, we can take your question and then we can end the session after Biku speaks, since we are already running short of time.
Sure. Okay, Bhikkhu. So the
Yeah,
question for you is, if you could go back in time, what would you advise younger version of yourself? I repeat, if you could go back
okay.
in time, what would you advise younger version of yourself?
Okay, so if I'll go back to my uh, old old times, so then I will definitely advise myself to have a focus on bodybuilding. So because in early days, I never thought about that we should have to exercise, because exercise is really very important. When you grow up, you don't feel that you need a exercise kind of thing, but when you reach to your adulthood, then definitely your body is not similar the way in your childhood, or maybe when you are pretty much young. So if you grow old, then the exercise is very important. The diet is very important. But so yeah, so I'm going to advise myself that we should have to be more focused about diet and exercise, because this is really going to help in when you grow older. So I will advise myself to focus on these areas.
Yeah, thank you, Bhikkhu. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's health is very important. And
yeah,
for any boys, if we have a six packs, then that's nothing that we can ask more for, right? So yeah, if we can go back in time, we can definitely focus on our health. It's still not late. We can still, Salman Khan is doing bodybuilding and having six packs at the age of more than 50. So it's never too late in this field. Fine. So thank you everyone for answering these questions patiently, honestly, religiously. Thanks. And then now let me hand it over to our Toastmaster of the day, Brijesh. Brijesh, please take it over. Are you there, Brijesh?
Ashwin, actually, Vishal is supposed to take over, since now we move on to the general evaluation section.
Sure. Let me welcome Vishal. He's a veteran Toastmaster and he's a very uh, founder member of this club. And he's our excellent speaker, excellent evaluator, and excellent person, as far as I know. So let's put our hands together for Vishal, our general evaluator.
Sorry, Ashwin, just a question. So we are supposed to time this evaluation too, right? It will be 2 to 3 minutes.
No,
No, Prashant.
Not this one, right?
No,
General
this is general
evaluation.
evaluation.
Yeah.
Only
Okay.
for
Thank you.
evaluation.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashwin, for the wonderful words. I'm still learning. I'm still far from what I have yet to achieve. So thinking of it as like climbing Mount Everest, I'm still sort of at the base camp only. So a long way to go.
A bullet won't take you there.
That's true. All right. So I'll try to be as brief as possible. I know we've gone up pretty much on board on time, and I think it would be a pretty quick general evaluation as well, considering the fact we did not have any prepared speeches today. So just for the guest, I'll just give a quick snapshot of the role of the general evaluator. So basically, the general evaluator has three duties to perform. First one is calling out the speech evaluators to give feedback on the prepared speeches. The second one is to call out the tag team to present their report, and the third one is to give overall feedback on the entire meeting. So since today's meeting is a special one, we did not really have any prepared speeches because we had a very good education session by our VP Education, Toastmaster Brijesh. So we will not really have that section of the speech evaluators. So we'll straight away move to the tag team report, and I would like to call upon our timer, Toastmaster Prashant, to present the timing report for the table topics. Over to you, Toastmaster Prashant.
Sorry. Thank you, Vishal. Yeah. So today, like I can see, none of the table topic speakers have got disqualified. So kudos to them. And all the speeches were, I can say, were fleek. And yeah, I'm sharing my screen for Excel. Okay. So for the table topic speeches, so Toastmaster Vishal completed a speech in 1 minute 48 seconds. Toastmaster Misha was able to do it 2 minutes 9 seconds. Guest Arbaz took 1 minute 15 seconds. Toastmaster Amit took 1 minute 15 seconds. Toastmaster Sarthak, like as there were two table topics. So in the first one, he took 1 minute 17 seconds, and second one is 1 minute 26 seconds.
That
And
was my
guest,
bad, actually. I didn't realize that he had answered earlier, so sorry about that.
yeah, okay, yeah, I was also not so sure like whether it's allowed. Yeah, no issue. So then guest Chanda took 1 minute 16 seconds. Guest Milton took 1 minute 44 seconds. And a few I have missed here. So guest Harshada took 1 minute 21 seconds. And Toastmaster Bhiku took 1 minute 1 second. Okay, that's all from the timer report.
All right. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Prashant, for the timing report. Next, we move on to the R counter, Toastmaster Piku, for the R counter report. Over to you, Toastmaster Piku.
Okay. So, hello everyone. So I'm going to counter reports. So most of the I have counted during the speech that how many times we said and so well and like all right or a right kind of words. So first Brijesh said around 118 times during his speak, and he said 18 times so, but he used one time and 13 times, and 13 times. So, and moving to the Misha said 5 times three times so, and one time. And Amit said 3 times so, one time, and 2 times. And moving to Ashwin, Ashwin said 13 times one time so, and 7 times and like one time, and 9 times he said right word. And moving to Vishal, you said one time so, one time well, one time and that's okay, I think. And moving to Milton said 2 times and he said so 2 times, so that's okay. And moving to Arbaj is our guest. So he said 2 times and he used words one time in his speech. And Sarthak said 2 times 3 times so, and 2 times and he used 3 times. Moving to Chanda used 2 times and 12 times so and Harshada used 6 times so, 3 times, and she used and 2 times. And Deepali used 5 times so, one times, and 3 times, and 5 times. This is what I have observed from everyone's speech. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Piku, for such a detailed and comprehensive R counter report. Next, we move on to our veteran grammarian, Toastmaster Misha, for the grammarian report. Over to you, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you so much, Vishal. And thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for staying throughout the meeting. I hope you enjoyed yourself and grabbed some information which would be helpful for you. Speaking of the word of the day, although it was easy, but I would congratulate Brijesh, Ashwin, and Prashant for using the word of the day, and that too, especially Brijesh and Ashwin, who repeatedly use it. So thank you so much. And I urge everybody to please use the word of the day, not just today, but in the further conversations as well. It is an easy word for you to use. I have already mentioned it. Moving on, I would like to mention some good vocabulary. Fleet, fleet, not fleet. Gauge, hibernating, impact, delighted, crucial, engrossed, fascinated, insights, and logistics. So thank you so much for using some good vocabulary today. And now coming to the not so good usage of English grammar, or what you would actually prefer. So you do not say you are keep on, you say you keep on. Okay. You do not use are, and are is anyways used for plural or for a lot of people. You do not use it for singular terms or just one person. And warmness is not a word. Warm is what you use. So there is warm, not warmness, actually. And when someone surprises me, if it's one person, then it surprises. And when there are a lot of people, then they surprise you. So ES is used for a singular person, and the ES with the verb is used for a singular person. Surprises are delightful, and you are surprised. Okay, so you are delighted. So surprises are not delighted. Surprises are delightful. Delightful is an adjective, and delighted is a verb actually. So you are delighted. You feel happy when you receive surprises. So delightful and delighted are used in two different contexts. And family is actually one group of people. So a company, a family, for those terms you use it's and not there. So a family exploits, okay, a family exploits its and not theirs. Okay. So yeah, activities. If you use the word activities in plural form, then if you say activities makes you lose track of time, and if you say activity, then it makes you lose track of time. So one activity makes, and plural, a lot of activities makes. Sorry, make. Okay. बहुत सारे होते हैं. If there are a lot of things, then it becomes singular, like make. Activities make, and activity makes. Okay, I hope I'm clear. uh, okay, everyone can, if you are talking about something in the past. So I would like to go back in time when everyone can. It's not can, it's could, because it's in the past. So when everyone could do this or everyone could do that. Can is present, could is past. So when everyone could do a certain thing. And okay, so I think that's my time for today. I hope I have helped you all to bring some, I have contributed all to add something to your grammar or enhance your grammar. And trust me, every time I take up this role, I learn because I try to observe and I try to understand how to be more technically evolved in grammar. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening patiently to me. I really appreciate it, and I hope I have helped you. If you need any more help, you can reach out to me. And have a great Sunday. Thank you so much. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Misha, for the such a sleek analysis and report. All right. So now we'll go on to the general evaluation of the entire meeting. So we started off with Toastmaster Shreyans, who was the Sergeant at Arms. He mentioned the Toastmasters mission very clearly, and he also mentioned the guidelines of this online meeting that we are having, since we are having it in the Zoom platform. So he made sure everyone was well versed with the kind of protocols and the etiquettes that we need to maintain throughout the meeting. So that was pretty good. And just one feedback from my side, I felt the energy was slightly missing because normally the sergeant at arms is someone who starts off this meeting. So if that could have been done on a bit of a high energy, that would have really get everyone a bit charged up. But nevertheless, good job by Toastmaster Shayans. I understand he's not here, but anyways, kudos to him. Then Toastmaster Shayans handed it over to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Misha, who took the handover from the sergeant at arms wonderfully. Actually, she was quite pepped up as well, and as usual, she really set the mood of the meeting. I really like the fact that she appreciated everyone who's joining, even though, like, everyone. Sorry. Yeah, I think I like the fact that Toastmaster Misha, that you appreciated everyone joining in, even though uh, it's in everyone's interest to join the meeting because it's for their own self improvement. But it's good to give that reminder to have everyone join in, because sometimes we know everyone lets a little bit of that push. So thanks for calling that out. Also, I like the fact that the way you went around the room and welcomed all our guests and made them feel very nice about themselves, and asked them, like, why did they join Toastmasters. I feel it created a very positive environment, and of course, with your contagious smile, if I may add, I think it really created a very good feeling throughout, in the meeting. So, like, really amazingly well done, Toastmaster Misha, with your presiding officer role. So kudos to you. And actually, one more thing I would like to mention is just maybe for some improvement, is maybe if you can add a motivating or an inspiring anecdote just to kind of pep up people even more. I know your voice and your personality is good enough to do that, but maybe having an anecdote would be, like, an icing on the cake. Okay. Then came in our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Brijesh. And today's the theme was pretty much educational session on how to navigate through the Toastmasters International portal. And I think he did the wonderful job of going through the portal in pretty good depth, and giving everyone a good overview, right from the guests to the members. Actually, as a matter of fact, even I was not really aware, because as a guest, I never went and navigated those options. But it was really good education for me as well. In case I have to refer someone, I can always go them, hey, go to the TI portal, and there's this magazine section wherein you can read through what Toastmasters does and everything. So I felt that was really good. And even a lot of guests and the members had quite a few queries, so Toastmaster Brijesh did a great job being a VP Ed. I'm quite sure he pretty much had the answers. So a wonderful job there, Toastmaster Brijesh. Kudos to you. After that, we went on to with the tag team introduction. So I'll go first to our timer, Toastmaster Prashant. I understand he was taking this role for the very first time, and I could see that he explained the timelines very clearly. He shared the screens, and he also showed the timer cards. I really liked the cool and the calm way in which he explained the guidelines. So great job there, Toastmaster Prashant, and even your the details that you gave of the timing report was pretty good. I think you may have missed out. I think you missed out one or two, maybe because you got totally engrossed in it. But since it's your first time taking up the role, I'm quite sure going forward, you'll make sure that everyone is captured, like, in the report. So kudos to you as well, Toastmaster Prashant, and look forward to you taking up additional roles in the tag team. Next was our counter, Toastmaster Bhiku. He also explained the guidelines pretty nicely, and I understand even he was taking the R counter role for the very first time. I did notice that he took the role very dedicatedly, because he was actually counting the hours of pretty much each and every person. So I'm quite sure he was, like, totally engrossed throughout this meeting to ensure that he was true to his role playing, which is brilliant. Just one bit of feedback from my side is there's no need to count till like tens or maybe even hundreds of hours and arms. You can just maintain a limit of maybe let's say 5 or 7 or something like that, and you can just say that for example Toastmaster Vishal had 5+ hours, or Toastmaster Brijesh had like 7+ or something like that. But honestly, we really don't expect you to count each and every hours and arms. This is just an sort of an indication for every speaker, just for him to be aware that he is using quite a bit of hours and arms. So maybe next time he can practice on that and make sure those are limited to less than 5, something like that. But overall, like really good job, Toastmaster Piku. So kudos to you as well.
Thank you so much.
Next, yes. Next, we had our grammarian Toastmaster Misha. She explained the guidelines amazingly well. She was extremely crisp and confident. And the word of the day, fleek, was also like pretty easy to use. I was quite surprised it was not used as much as we would have hoped it to be used. But nevertheless, as she mentioned, let's try to make use of it in a normal vocabulary as well. And she really gave a detailed report on the good usages as well as the improvements. And I would really like to call out Toastmaster Misha for double hatting today. She played the presiding officer as well as the took up grammarian at the very last moment. Like already mentioned, like it was an absolute fleek performance today by Toastmaster Misha. So fantastic job. Next, we had our table topic master, Toastmaster Ashwin. Uh, he started off with giving a really good introduction and explaining the benefits of table topics or an impromptu speech. He also shared a couple of tips by giving an example of cryptocurrency. For example, if someone would ask you, and even if you don't know how you can buy time and that kind of stuff, it's basically to kind of calm your nerves down, because believe me, if anyone gives you any topic, you will be able to speak something like on it. It's just that you need to control your nerves, and practicing and taking part in table topics is what it's all about. Your mind will get used to it, and you will won't get as nervous as you would, right? So I think some of the guests who would have taken participation for the very first time, they'll notice that in when they become members and when they become more regular, they'll notice that they'll be able to control their nerves like pretty well. But coming back to Toastmaster Ashwin, I really like the fact that you came up with some very interesting and intriguing questions. I would say, and I think everyone was expressing their thoughts and opinions very wonderfully. And I think I liked you did it a bit differently this time. You in most of the cases, I noticed that you asked a question and then you would pick up a Toastmaster. So that was something which I found was pretty unique. So I know Toastmaster Ashwin normally comes up with something, he adds his Toastmaster Ashwin flavor in whatever he does. So I like that the flavor which you added today. And also he was giving his own inputs after each and every topic, which is a really good characteristic of a table topic master as well. I felt even tabletop for Toastmaster Ashwin, it was an absolutely fleek table topic session. So brilliant job there, Toastmaster Ashwin. I think I've pretty much covered everyone. Just a couple of general feedback that I've had on the meeting. We started at about 11:10. Uh, I mean, right now it's almost 1:29. So if we could have started at 11, we would have been at 1:19, which would have been pretty decent, considering the fact it's a Sunday afternoon and people might be having lunch. Maybe that is something all of us needs to be aware of that fact, and let's try to ensure that we start at 11. Also, I like the fact that our Toastmaster of the day had the grammarian go first so that the word of the day could be used a lot more. So that was a good call. And today, the Toastmaster of the day had to step away for some emergency call, but I really like the fact that the presiding officer sort of took over and she was trying to keep everyone engaged. It was an actually, if you go to it was an impromptu situation, but that's what Toastmaster teaches you, how to handle an impromptu situation. So again, Toastmaster Misha, like brilliant job there by like, stepping up and really keeping everyone engaged. So I believe that's pretty much of my analysis for the entire meeting. And with that, I would like to hand it back to the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Brijesh.
Uh, Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vishal. That was a pretty comprehensive evaluation of the entire meeting. I would like to tell everyone polls are up. I have shared the link in the chat window. If you have still not voted, please go and vote. So we have only two votes, one for the best table topic speaker and one for best auxiliary role player. I'm avoiding the best of big three for today. So I see there are only 5 or 6 responses. So I would urge everyone to go and vote. With that, since we are running short on time, I would just type in the chat window. You should look out for this word called Udly. It's a evaluation tool, an artificial intelligence tool which evaluates all your speeches and tells you how many time you take pauses, how many time you have used filler words like so, like, so on and so forth. So you should Google that out and check how it is. For people who have already joined Toastmasters, you should be able to use this. So this can be a good practice ground. Before you come and deliver your speech in the club meeting, you deliver it in front of the computer, you start on this tool, and it will give you a comprehensive evaluation. So you can get the feedback even before you've delivered your speech. So I will leave everyone with that and hand over the stage to our presiding officer for her closing remarks. Over to you, Toastmaster Misha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Brijesh. And thank you, everybody, for joining in today. I really appreciate your patience for staying throughout the meeting, that too also on a Sunday morning, which continued till Sunday noon. So there were two time frames of the day. But I have also shared the link of Udly in the chat box for you guys to assess it, just in case you want to. You can directly assess the link and you can explore it for your own benefits. Also, now I would like to take some addresses from the guests, as into how did they like the meeting and what are they taking away from today's meeting. So to begin with, guest Arbaz, would you like to share your feedbacks and inputs? Hi, Arbaz.
Hello.
Hi, Arbaz. Thank you so much for staying throughout the meeting. I really appreciate your patience. Would you please like to share your feedback on how do you like your meeting, since this was your first attempt in a public speaking platform?
Yeah, most probably. See, there are two things. One is your comfort zone, and other one is your zone in which you are not very much comfortable with. So me attending this meeting for the first time, it was like the latter part. Okay, so there was a lot of things to from which I have actually learned, and I'm really looking forward to join Toastmasters and become a prospective Toastmasters and give speeches like some of the great speakers over here. Toastmaster Misha ma'am, Toastmaster Brijesh. I pretty much inspired by your speeches, and one day I'm looking forward to just deliver speeches as confident as you people are.
Thank you so much, Arbaz. I really appreciate your kind words. You've been very kind with your words, and thank you so much. And trust me, you are going to be here in my place, giving the speeches and being the grammarian. And it's going to be a great experience for you because it will help you evolve in a better person. So I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to seeing you in our other meetings as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Moving on, we have a guest, Deepali. Hi, Deepali.
Hi.
Would you like to share your feedback?
Yeah. So it's a wonderful session. Okay, I was pretty apprehensive, like, what to expect and how it would be. I was pretty nervous too. Okay, but apparently it seems out I enjoyed the session. Usually the sessions are boring, but apparently this was like quite insightful. Okay, and yes, like Arba said, comfort zone. Like, it's not very easy to speak. Like, people who usually are not comfortable speaking in public, it's very difficult. But here, speaking made me comfortable. So yes, I'm looking forward to join this Toastmaster and become a member. And I'm excited, excited for it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dipali. I'm glad you had a great time, and I would really like to see you forward in our other meetings, not just as a guest, but as a member taking up roles and giving your speeches. I wish you all the very best and have a great week ahead.
Yeah, thank you so
Moving
much.
on. Thank you so much. Moving on, we have guest Harshada. Hi, Harshada.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Harshada. Would you like to share your feedback?
Yeah, sure. Yes, I wanted to. So I really like this virtual session. I have not thought that I will get such a wonderful knowledge from the session. So I get understand like the pronunciation and the grammar mistakes and everything, which I wanted to someone to clarify these doubt, because I don't know whether I'm talking. I'm just talking. I don't know whether I'm talking correctly or not. So someone have to evaluate. So this evaluation process, I really like it, and I definitely looking forward to join this program for full time.
Thank you so much, Harshada. Toastmasters is a curriculum which will help you develop yourself in a holistic manner. And trust me, it's really going to be a fun process. We are there to help you. You're more than welcome to join us as a member, taking up roles and giving speeches. And we would love to see you speak as a member, as a prepared speaker, to be honest, and giving evaluations as well. So I'm glad you enjoyed the session, and please do join us for our future meetings as well. Also, will be having our physical meeting in a physical setup next Sunday. We will share the details with you in the group chat. So please uh, keep yourself updated with all the messages that are posted in the group. And I hope you all join us in the physical setup. We meet each other and we enjoy, go through this Toastmaster journeys together. Thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday morning. Thank you so much.
Thank
Moving
you,
on,
everyone.
uh, yeah, we have two more guests, Vishal. We have Chanda. Hi, Chanda.
Hi, Nisha.
Chanda, would you please like to share your feedback?
Yeah, sure. So it was a great session today, I felt, and really like the table topic session. Very interesting topics were brought up, and I also saw Toastmaster members taking up more than one table topics, which is new to me. Generally, in our club, one person speaks only once for the table topic. So that was really interesting. And yeah, we went through the website. That is also great because many people are not aware on how to see their pathways and where to get the evaluation form. So it was great to have that information. Yeah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Chanda, for joining us. I hope you join us for our future meetings as well. Also, we also give only like everybody gets one single topic, but because of some confusion, that person got to speak twice. So that's okay. It's always nice to hear from people, and the
Okay.
responses were really nice, so we don't feel bad. But yes, going by the protocol, we all follow the protocol of one table topic per guest and per member. So that is how it actually is. It always is. This was just a mistake. So thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining us, Chanda. Please do join us for a
Sure.
future.
Thank you.
Have
Sure.
a great
Thanks.
day. Thank you, Chanda. And finally, we
Yeah.
have
Welcome.
our member who's going to be a member now. Sarthak, would you like to share your feedback here?
Yes, Misha, it was a wonderful experience. I would say a very bleak session. And, I would say this is the best platform to improve your public speaking skills. So I would urge my friends to join this and be a part of this. And, it's been great till now. This is the fourth or fifth session I'm attending and looking forward to the future sessions as well. And thank you everyone for making this happen and making everyone feel so comfortable. So thank you guys.
So thank you everyone, all the role players and all the guests for sparing time from your schedule on a Sunday morning and joining us and staying throughout the meeting as well. I really appreciate your patience and your efforts, and I wish you join us for the future meetings as well. Thank you so much and have a great week ahead. For any queries, please reach out to Toastmaster Tanmay, Toastmaster Brajesh, or me. We are there to help you. Thank you so much. Have a great
Thank you.
Sunday. But before we
Thank you,
conclude,
everyone.
Brajesh, do we have the poll results?
Yes, we have it. Let me share my screen. So we had only 2 polls for this meeting. I'll just share the results.
Congratulations, Arbaz. You're the best table topic speaker. Thank you so much, everybody. So thank you so much, everyone, for participating. I look further for more participations and prepared speeches as well. This was a great session. I hope our educational session has helped you. Trust me, we will be organizing this educational session again for all the members who have missed it in this meeting. And for any queries, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, Michelle.
Thank you, everyone.